Nurse TV, brought to you by HESTA and the Australian Nursing Federation.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn and welcome to the Paediatric ward at the Alice Springs Hospital. Oh, there you go. Good, good. Yeah. It's a big unit. It's 45 beds. We take anyone from the whole of the Central Australia. It's basically looks after any children that've got any illnesses whatsoever.
Because we are Central Australia, most of our clientele anyway are going to be Aboriginal. We have a lot of, but the majority, I would say, of kids coming through are generally gastro, rotavirus, all that sort of things are coming through. We have a lot of abscesses as well that have to come in and get drained, especially when they're left for too long.
They need a lot of, usually spend a lot more time in hospital than what Caucasian children might do. A lot of education, a lot of assistance for mums coming from very remote areas where they don't have the facilities that we would have. So assistance with diet, nutrition, schooling, hygiene. Yeah, it's huge. The needs here, I would say, are much larger than what you'd have are very different to what you'd have in a city hospital.
Come on, Bubs. Do you want to come as well? No? Okay. We'll go play in the playroom. Come on, Natalie. Come and play. Come on. Come this way. Here you go. Okay, we'll move that one out of the way for you. Yeah. This area is specifically designated for kids to come in and play with things to get away from their rooms. We try not to have any sort of bad things happen to them in their room, so if they have to have a needle or if they have to have any sort of dressings done, we'll take them into the treatment room so they don't associate the places where they sleep and eat as being, an unsafe spot. And this is not the place where they can come in and just have fun, and we try and have a play group a couple of times a week where we have a play therapist who comes in and actually plays with the children and does arts and crafts and things like that, which they seem to love. Yeah, it's good for them to be all the social interactions as well, which is always fun, and we can come in and if we're not too busy, we come in as well and play with the kids and stuff, which they really enjoy as well. So it's a lot of fun.
Our average stay here would probably be around 3 months of most nurses, because of, a lot of times it's because they just can't tolerate it. There's a lot of nurses that come here and are mothers and find it very hard looking after children when they're a mother themselves. I think sometimes you get frustrated because you can't see change happening and you'd like to see that. Other times you're absolutely elated because you see a child and a mother achieving all those goals that you want them to achieve. A mother getting a good rapport with her child, the social situation's good, they're going home to a healthy social situation. You have a rapport with that child and that mother. You get all the good things that come out of it, but other times you can get very angry at some of the situations that children are going home to.
The mothers try so hard. They try so hard, and of course because of where they're living and the access to healthcare and clean water and that sort of stuff, it's hard for them to try and do a good job. So when they're coming in, the mothers are worried and stuff, and the kids are really sick, and you've got to try and get them up and get them as well as possible before they go home again. It can be quite distressing. So yeah, you get the best of both worlds, I suppose. But most of the time, it's great fun.
I think everyone goes in leaps and bounds. They could almost graph the emotions that are going up and down every day, and I've certainly experienced that since the 6 years I've been here. Carlos is going to go to theatre this afternoon, definitely, and they're going to basically when he comes back to us, he'll be sleepy, is the first thing for you to remember. And when he comes back, a nurse will come in here lots. should be probably coming in here every sort of 15 minutes, every half an hour, and checking his temperature and pulse and blood pressure. He'll have this still on when he comes back, but that hopefully will be all. And if you're sore, if you come back with any pain at all, any picker, you need to tell us, okay? And we can give you medicine for it.
You have to really realise that we are so lucky in the fact that we understand what's going on. This is our first language. We have better access to healthcare, especially when you live in the town. It's not, it's part of our culture. It's how we deal with going. You get sick, you go to the hospital, you get medicine, you go home. It's a lot different with the cultural sort of awareness with the Aboriginal population. They don't understand that medicine that makes people sick. It's more so curses and things like that, which you have to be mindful of and help in try and not completely disregard their beliefs, but also then let them know as well as this is also an important measure of healthcare. You just have to be really compassionate and be mindful of dealing with people in different cultures, and it's not fair making judgment when you don't understand their culture anyway.
I think you can learn huge amounts. Yeah, I think if the two-way street was happening a bit more, I think it'd be great. But I've learnt massive amounts from them. Body language is a big one, and I think their spirit is a big one. I've learnt that they really believe what they believe in. They believe in really strongly, and they stick by that as much as we might say, no, your child's got pneumonia because it's got an infection. They'll say, no, it's got a snake in there, and they believe that, and they've stuck by that, which I think is pretty amazing in this day and age.
Yeah, you can take that. Do you want to take that with you? Bring it with you. Good girl. Come on. Hey, Natalie. This way. Come on. Let's go find Mum. Come and show Mum what you've learnt. Come on.
I love looking after Aboriginal people, and I love looking after their babies. I think it's it's a huge specialty. I love the fact that it's paediatrics. I think children are very special and need us, and we can do a lot for them. Every day there's a challenge with that cultural broking, and I find that challenge very stimulating. Yeah.
I love the fact that I can come to work and I get paid to play with kids. I get paid to to play with them and feed them and just have fun. Basically, I pay to play with kids, which is I think it's the most fantastic job of all you can really do.